important question for y'all. Are y'all ready to turn your swag on?
Every time I wake up, baby, I hop out the bed, man.
Let's do it.
So we're in that era. We were talking about sampling, I think off camera, or maybe early. I don't know. I have bad short-term memory. But we're in that era now where, like, late 2000s, 2010 stuff is getting sampled by people.
Ain't it crazy?
And, yeah, insane. Absolutely insane. Because, like, we were talking about it when we were young. Songs from the 90s and 80s that we maybe weren't familiar with were getting sampled, and you know, you go back and you learn them. But now we're seeing things that we were there for in real time being sampled by people. And someone who has been a subject of a lot of samples recently is none other than DeAndre Way, aka Soulja Boy Tell 'Em. So just in the last few years, we got Family, Will's own Cash Cobain sampling Dunk. On Dunk, we got 41, Kyle Rich, Jen Carter, Tata, and D Blitz, Stomp Stomp. We got Lotto and Glorilla's recent Get Out My Face, which sampled Ya Bitch Ya. And we got Glorilla and Megan Thee Stallion, Wannabe, which also flipped Soulja Boy records. And I think it speaks to the impact that Soulja Boy had. And so before we dive deep into his career and his influence, what's your earliest Soulja Boy memories?
Crank That.
Yeah, Crank That.
Crank That.
Just
and all the variations of Crank That.
Crank That Batman.
Crank that Superman. Batman was tough, boy.
Why me, crank that Batman.
Batman was tough, boy.
I forgot that dance, but
yeah,
it always pops me when people still play Crank That at parties to this day. I'll be going off. I'll be going crazy. I'm not a friend.
I mean, it's one of those songs that's like, they still play it at like sporting events and stuff. It's like one of those, like, it's going to be a constant.
Yeah.
Also, Donk is my favorite twerk song.
Oh, it's special.
Like, of all time. Like, favorite twerk song. Like, twerk songs don't give you that certain feeling anymore. Like, yeah, Donk is like a spiritual experience.
Yeah, you
I
have
cannot lie.
You have a Pavlovian response. Like, girls just
like
shake their legs out, bend over, and you know
you don't even got time for a warm up. The beat just
nope.
And he just, you gotta, you know.
You gotta
and then
find
Nicki,
something before it comes off.
Nicki's verse on that beat definitely helped extend it.
For sure.
Yeah, Itty Bitty Piggy sampling Donk was like something that I feel like personally helped me really appreciate that song even more.
For sure. For sure. Yeah. I vividly remember, it's crazy because, like, looking it up, Crank That came out in, like, March 2007, or it hit the internet in like March. I wasn't familiar with it until the summer. Me and my brother used to camp out in front of the computer. There was this one dude who had a video of him doing the Crank That Soulja Boy. So we spent the summer learning the dance.
Yes.
This is before it was officially released and before the music video with Bow Wow and Omarion came out. So we heard like an early leaked version of Crank That, which was very different. But then when Soulja Boy got signed by Collie Park and like the song got all polished up and, you know, all like professional sounding and all that, I was like, oh, this is different. But it was real dope. So yeah, I think the middle school I went to, like the first day, we would always, not like a talent show, but we would just like show off like what we did during the summer. So I cranked that Soulja Boy for the whole school. No one knew it yet.
It up.
Yeah, I was cooking it.
It was eating it up.
Yeah, I went crazy.
No, that's nuts.
Yeah, man, it's just a special time. Like, and you know, we don't get songs that have like dances associated with them as much anymore, if at all. And so Soulja Boy in that era, like, we're coming off of the Lean With It, Rock With It, we're coming off the Young Jock, it's going down, all that. So I think just having that desire to like, I gotta learn this. I can't be at the middle school party not know how to crank that Soulja Boy. So that kind of rush and Soulja Boy doing that, like kind of hitting the ground running with a dance song it's timeless. Like we said, it still plays today. Like, I think that just took him to a different stratosphere. So yeah, we're just here to just discuss the impact, the influence of Soulja Boy.
I want to piggyback real quick off of the point that you made about the Snap era, because like, you know, the South was kind of really trying to make their stamp in the music industry, in the mainstream music industry. And when the Snap era and that dance era came out, everyone was saying like that's the death of hip hop. So for Soulja Boy to come out now after them and do what he did, and for it to still be relevant today, it's like it makes sense why Atlanta is where it's at in the conversations today.
Yeah, Atlanta had everything to offer. They had the lyricists like the Jeezys and the T.I.s, and then they had the people making fun music like this. So, yeah, it was a sign of like what we were eventually gonna get, and them just fully taking over by like the early to mid 2010s. But
even the New York heads complaining, and even them saying that it's washed. Like, it's like we're still seeing that today, and even more now.
Yeah.
Because Northwest's project.
I just saw Rolling Stone gave it like a really good review. I haven't listened,
but that's not hip hop. You know.
I mean, to piggyback off of what you're saying too about like the Snap era, they were saying the same thing about the SoundCloud era. It's like you can see like it's like history just repeats itself all the time. So it's like.
Yeah, people love to reject new shit until it's undeniable.
Until it's undeniable. Death of auto-tune.
Yeah, they gotta get with it. So
yeah,
just fun. And like also for us, like we're not thinking of it in that way. Like we're just young kids, just rocking with whatever's new. And again, like we wanted to know the dance. Like I feel like we were more connected to the dance than Soulja Boy. But when he kept putting hits out, like there was a point. I'm not ashamed to say it. He was my favorite artist at one point. Like Soulja Boy was cooking.
He was cool as fuck.
Soulja Boy, I was Soulja Girl.
Yeah.
Right on the sunglasses.
Yeah, bro. Like the big ass T-shirt, the jean shorts, all the way. Bro, I was wearing my hat just like that.
And that's before the drugs. He was so handsome when he first came out too. So it's just
slit in the eyebrows.
Yeah. When niggas used to do that slit in the brow. You did one?
Nah, I did not.
You did one?
I never did one.
Nah.
Petey, you ever did that?
It was like a
but you had to have that sauce to do it. You had to be If it wasn't like a scar from when you was a kid, you really had to be. And
they used to say it wouldn't grow back though. That's why I got scared. Like,
some dudes it didn't.
Yeah, like
some dudes, and then they walking around with it today.
Yeah, facts though. Like that's scary.
That's another one of them hood conspiracies, like Sierra being a male. Yeah,
right.
One of those.
Facts. They're not gonna grow back. Like, okay.
But also the camaraderie, because I was today years old when I found out that Bow Wow and Omarion were in the music video.
Oh yeah. Wait, did you never see the video?
I did, but I didn't peep them in it.
Yeah,
like
it's like two brief parts where they're hitting the dance with him.
Yeah, so like I didn't notice it, but like the link up in the early 2000s really used to have us geeked.
Yeah, and they had the machine behind Soulja Boy. Woo. Like this shit was something. Collie Park signing him, and he had a joint venture with Interscope at the time. So like you had to push the fuck out that record. And honestly, it didn't necessarily need it because it was already so big. But the support they gave him was like
the gas
absolutely
was like perfect.
insane.
Yeah, it was like the gas they poured on the fire was like the right amount.
But the follow ups.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's get right into it.
Yeah.
So
the follow ups.
Crank That was on his debut album, SouljaBoyTellHim.com, which dropped in October 2007. Had a lot of notable tracks on that album that I forgot about. Soulja Girl, which was the follow up.
With Sammy?
I love that record, bro.
Come on.
I'm not gonna front. You gotta snap like this to be a soul. That shit was hard, bro.
Oh, Kiss Me Through the Phone. Oh no, that was with Sammy.
Yeah,
come on.
That was on the next album.
Yeah.
But SouljaBoyTellHim.com had Soulja Girl, Donk. Had Ya Bitch Ya, had Report Card, Look at It, All F's, Took It to the Teacher's Desk.
Like,
Let Me Get 'Em, Babes, I Got Me Some Babe, and I got me some. Yo,
on
this
one
is
album.
Fake a good album, bro.
They don't make albums anymore.
This is a good album. I'm not.
Niggas wanted Babes so bad. I got me some Babe. Oh, that was tough.
I got me some Babe.
That was tough, gang.
And then Booty Meat was on here too.
Oh my God.
He understood. Him and his team understood. We gotta do shit for the ladies too.
Not
like
Booty Meat.
We can't.
You'll never lose.
Yeah.
So many twerking videos of Booty Meat on YouTube.
And
like,
then his online presence simultaneously.
Yep. Popped off on YouTube.
You know?
We're really the first YouTube rapper like to really take it to the level of like being a star.
And that's what, when I saw that Crank That turned 19, I'm just like, a 19-year career just feels different in 2026 than it did in the early 2000s.
Yeah, people weren't lasting that long.
And at all. They were not lasting that long, but it also feels like Soulja didn't have to do much in between to keep the relevancy too, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, it's just the kids don't have any other references because, you know, it's not like they're watching cable and reruns are being forced down.
Yep.
They're not being forced to watch reruns. So, like, the reference that they have is an online moment that didn't have to keep on going for the entire time. So it's just interesting, honestly, to see people, like, young artists gravitate to Soulja Boy and his sound. And then, like, they're not, like, flipping the record either. It's just flat out the same thing.
Yeah, he's the blueprint for a lot of them, like the SoundCloud era, even because he was before the Dat Piff era too. He was like right before the blog era began. I think a big part of what kind of spawned that is people seeing like, yo, the internet is impactful. We know Joe Budden was big on the internet.
Yes.
Past the time where like he, you know, pump it up, way past pump it
Way
up.
past.
Like,
My ex-best friend was a Joe Budden fan. That's how I knew we wasn't going to be friends long.
I only knew a few Joe Budden fans, and like I was in Jersey.
No, she was a fan.
Yeah, like niggas would be talking about Slaughterhouse, comparing him to Drake. I'm like, bro, it's not a comparison.
Literally that.
Come on, bro.
Literally. And then I'm listening to Drake and she listening to that. I'm like, girl.
But yeah, so Crank That, the success was crazy. Went #1, Billboard Hot 100, nominated for Best Rap Song at the Grammys, which again, very crazy to think about. Like, we don't see songs like these.
It was nominated for a Grammy?
Nominated for Best Rap Song at the Grammys. It lost to Kanye and T-Pain, Good Life, because again, like even though Soulja Boy was a new star, we were still in that Kanye, Wayne, Jay-Z, 50 was still cooking at the time, T.I., Luda. Like, Soulja had a lot to... So even being nominated at that time was a pretty big deal for us.
The nod is big.
Because a lot of good shit came out in 2007, but he was able to cut through. Critics gave the album hell. They wondered if he'd be a one-hit wonder. And it's like, while we know all these songs on the album and they're good to us, like, yeah, Crank That was... Well, no, Donk is there. Crank That wasn't the only hit. Donk probably didn't matter to the white people at, like, Rolling Stone who write these reviews or whoever
they probably was like, what?
There. But,
ain't no booty me.
Yeah, like, what booty meat?
I don't want
my nephew listening to this booty meat song, but...
this butt meat song?
But within the culture, all these songs mattered. Like, me and my brother and my cousin, whenever we would link up, we was playing music off the computer. Like, we was playing Bapes. We was playing all this shit. Like,
that's why chart data and these websites and these platforms that's counting, like, we didn't care about these things at all before.
Yeah, it's funny. I like, just recently, I was talking to, in one of my group chats, and, like, I went back to see, like, look at charts from, like, 03 to see what was, you know, popping at the time. But we didn't care. It wasn't a conversation. Like,
no.
Well, it just wasn't.
No.
It was a conversation for label execs.
Yeah.
Not for us.
Yeah.
And the artists, they're bragging about their numbers in the songs, but that wasn't for us.
The only number one we cared about was on 106 & Park. Like, so what's the top video of the day? What's the top video of the week? That's all we cared about. But yeah, so critics wondered if, you know, Soulja would be able to keep the momentum going. Then a year later, he dropped Soulja Boy Tell 'Em in December 2008. The first single was Bird Walk. Y'all remember Bird Walk?
Why me want my bird walk?
To try to make another dance song. It
didn't hit.
Yeah, it had a little motion, but not the Crank That motion. Like, nothing is going to reach Crank That. But then, his next single, Kiss Me Through the Phone, peaked at #3. Chris Brown, I didn't know this. Chris Brown was originally tapped to be on the record. He declined it, which I'm shocked by. I'm genuinely shocked that Chris Brown turned it down.
The moon.
Yeah.
That would have sent it to
I could hear him.
Bro, absolutely.
I could literally hear him.
That would have sent it to the fucking
But I
moon.
love Sammy Down, and we were so happy to see him resurge in this song.
Sammy Friday, and the song went #3. So it was like, Chris would have took it #1 probably, for sure. Because at that time,
that
Chris
link up would have been crazy.
White hot. Like,
what year was it?
2008.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
was Chris... Did he get canceled?
The Rihanna stuff was 2009, I want to say.
Okay, so that would have been
coming.
That
was right before that. So Chris was his debut album in Exclusive. I think Graffiti was the next one. That dropped, I think, a little after the Rihanna stuff. But Chris was hot at this time. Like, he's working with T-Pain. He's working with all these guys. Like, he's that fast rising thing in the industry.
Wish I could go back in time and tell him no.
Do it!
Oh,
Kiss her through the phone.
Then we got the third single, which I think is another song that is just like one of Soulja's signature records, Turn My Swag On, which hit #19 on the Billboard Hot 100.
You see?
Yeah.
19.
Yeah, but in the culture, it was a #1. That shit, it's still, to this day, memes are still made about it. It's still referred to. Like,
Beyonce sampled it.
Yeah. So... Soulja Boy was a force to be reckoned with. Other records on that album: Gucci Bandana,
Ooh.
Gucci Bandana,
I used to love
Gucci
that.
Bandana. And then kind of like the cousin to Donk, her booty got swag.
Oh
booty got swag.
Yeah, I remember that one.
I'm not gonna front. That shit was hard.
But nothing beats Donk.
Imagine saying that to a joint like, yo, your booty got swag.
Booty got swag, girl. Damn.
And they was really saying ignorant stuff like that.
She said, my booty?
This whole thing.
We used to have such crazy lingo back in the day. Like, it's
crazy.
taking me back. Like swag.
Niggas is nuts, yo.
Niggas with hashtag swag on Twitter in like 2011. Like, just, I'm about to eat a jelly sandwich. Hashtag swag.
That was so cringe.
Say whatever.
That was so cringe.
Niggas would be doing anything. About to take out the garbage swag. Like what?
Swag surfing.
My goodness. But then from here, we see that things are already starting to get tough for Soulja Boy. His third album, The DeAndre Way, very chaotic rollout. He dropped the lead single, Pal. Y'all remember Pal?
Sing it.
I honestly don't remember lines from it. I was genuinely asking.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Wait,
I don't know. Third day out here.
why was DeAndre such a explain? You said it was a hectic release.
Yeah, I'm
okay. Yeah, you got me interested
so
now.
He had his lead
what
single, Pal. It flopped. It didn't even chart.
He said, "Do y'all remember?"
I do not
Crickets.
remember. So the label kind of realized, all right, we need to get you some momentum going again. So he shared 3 mixtapes in the interim: Paranormal Activity, Dat Piff, and Cortez. Don't remember any of those mixtapes, not gonna lie. He planned to release a single called All Black Everything to roll out the album, but that was canceled and then put on another mixtape, Legendary. The album title was briefly changed to Dre before it was reverted back to the DeAndre Way. And then in June 2010, he released Pretty Boy Swag, which peaked at number 34 on the Billboard Hot 100. Also another signature Soulja Boy record. But yeah, the album came out and it just kind of didn't do anything. And this kind of signaled Soulja Boy is like, all right, you're kind of losing steam now. I remember in like 2010, 2011, we were in some class in high school and my boy was playing like some mixtapes. And I honestly just didn't care about Soulja much at this point anymore. Like, I did love Marco Polo, but that was like 07, 08 when that dropped. Like,
and I feel like that was just a nostalgia that we like him and Bow Wow linking up.
Yeah,
It
was big. 'Cause at the time, I think Bow Wow needed that. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was good for him to tap in. But yeah, I was in high school. I think the ascendance of Drake obviously kind of took me away from my Soulja Boy fandom for those years. And the blog era popped off. So we're listening to Wiz Khalifa. We're listening to Mac Miller. We're listening to Currency. We're listening to J. Cole. We're listening to all these guys. And Soulja, while he did make bangers, he obviously didn't have the same repertoire that they have in terms of legit rapping, like rapping well and making these records that really impacted us. So yeah, I just kind of stopped caring at that point. Like I wasn't checking for new Soulja Boy. I wasn't some dude in my class was playing his mixtapes. I was like, oh, Soulja Boy dropping new music. Didn't know. I'm not paying attention. But for that time, 07 to like 09, like maybe around 10, he was cooking. He was cooking. Like I dropped a lot in a short period of time that still matters to this day.
Yeah, and it's crazy to see that TikTok brought him back to the fore. Not only TikTok, because he did have the Breakfast Club moment before that, but
he has moments.
Yeah, he has.
He's
one thing about him, he gonna always have a moment.
That nigga is crazy.
Yeah,
he definitely has moments. Like I was watching Marriage Boot Camp, and that was the funniest season ever when Soulja Boy was on there, and well, one, let me not laugh lightly. Let me not make it too light about the abuse that he abused Teddy Riley's daughter, Nia.
Yes. He's kind of a problematic.
He's crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
it will be remiss of us not to touch on that, especially in the times that we're in. And he just recently had a case about like assault. Was it sexual assault? I'm not sure. Yeah, so it's like, it's a lot of things going on with him. He's clearly also using drugs based on the way his appearance has changed from his debut to now.
He's very clean cut. Now he looks crazy. All the tats and shit.
You feel me?
Very,
and not just the tats. It's like,
I know what you mean. like sunken eyes, all that like crazy.
Like how you knew I was literally about to go there. It's just Soulja is not looking the way he like before. If you say he was your crush, you would not look crazy. Now it'd be like, what? You crushing on him? So it's just crazy to see that what was the song that went viral on TikTok? She make it clap, clap, clap. She make it clap, clap, clap.
I know
Draco. Soulja. We was all doing that while people was dying. And I'm like, yo, good for Soulja Boy for having another moment. Thanks to the internet again. And then like you see these Soulja Boy night out. Like people dress up like Soulja Boy, go bar crawling. I think that is such a cool thing that people do. And now he said he's been clearing samples for the past 2 years. So like, did you guys, when you cleared the Dunk sample for Cash, like how was that process? Was it seamless?
It was pretty seamless.
Yeah,
like,
it was just real light work.
Yeah, like reach out to his team or his publisher and stuff, and like they asked him and he cleared it. Like I do want to give him credit for not being the fake old man not clearing stuff. So like,
there's a lot of niggas who are weird about that. Like,
like,
yo,
he could
I gotta
be
hear
weird.
the song if it's not to
He
a
could
certain
be like,
standard.
he could be very like, cause he's like always be like, I'm the first person to do this and that. He could be very protective over his shit, but he's like, yo, I was the youth, you guys are the youth. Let's just all win. So
that's dope.
Yeah,
that's a good look.
What's y'all favorite sample that has come out in the past 2 years? And shout out to Soulja for even owning his music, okay?
Yeah, very important, because he popped when he was young. I think that's part of what plays into everything that happened recently with him. Like the drug use, the mishandling of his relationships with women. Like these young stars get successful early. Some of them kind of don't have the ability to kind of develop as a normal person in society. And these execs take advantage of them sometimes too. And, they got to find they're around older people that they probably shouldn't be around, told to do certain things they shouldn't do.
Everyone wants something.
Yeah, so I'm not absolving him of what he did, but I do think like there's a systemic thing that happens with these young stars. We see it with Orlando Brown, the way he's crashing out. We see it with a bunch of the Nickelodeon people. Like there's endless examples of these young stars who, as they grow up and as they lose fame, they got to resort to other things. They might resort to illegal activity, crime and shit, get locked up, or just a variety of things. But my favorite joint, I really like the Glorilla Meg Wannabe record. That's a joint.
The top one.
That's I was about to say that one too. I can't lie.
The girls kill it. Cash is my least favorite.
That one, you know what? I will tell you about the video, bro. The video, we were trying to shoot the video. We had to first we hired real girl basketball players, but then they were two basketball players. We needed cute girls. It was just and then they're trying to bounce the ball at the ad. I'm just like, this is.
I need an Angel Reese.
Bro, seriously.
Basically.
Yeah, facts. But whatever, it was fun.
No, the girls have definitely done those beats justice. Like Lotto, the Get Out My Face joint, and I love that she chose Ya Trick Ya. Yeah. Because I feel like that's such an underrated Soulja Boy song.
It doesn't come up a lot. When you talk about Soulja songs, you talk about Crank That, Pretty Boy Swag, Turn My Swag On, Donk. But people, I forgot about y'all until I read his wiki. I was like, oh shit, I love this record.
We used to love yelling that in school.
Yeah, bitch, yeah.
We used to love that.
I'm having hella flashbacks.
You feel me?
That joint had a funny video too.
Yeah, it was a funny video to it. So I love that they chose that beat. I do think that another feature probably would have been a little bit better other than Glow. I don't know. I would have chose maybe a YK Knees.
That's the one that she just dropped?
Yeah.
She's pregnant?
Yeah.
YK would have been crazy.
She's the feature girly right now.
YK would have killed that
Y'all are both holding Atlanta down as far as female rap. I think that mainstream collab would have been one of those collabs that we used to feel when we were kids. Or even Meg. She got a lot of reasons to tell people get out her face. And I think that the inspiration for the verse would have went crazy. But I do love that Glow shaded her sister. I'm sorry. I'm messy. I love that was the last bar. And then the sister responded. She's also very entertaining to me. I'm sorry. Yeah, I got beef with my family too, so I'm not judging. It's just
living vicariously through the beef.
like yeah, I'll do that to you too.
It'd be like that. It'd be like that. It is interesting to see how many girls. Well, this is kind of split here because we got for 41 Cash and then a lot of Glorilla Meg. But when women really take to Soulja Boy's music and sampling it, like it's an interesting thing. And granted, like we said, he did appeal to women a lot through his music. Kiss Me to the Phone, Soulja Girl, Donk,
Smart guy,
swag. So it's interesting to see how much it resonates. But yeah, I'd be intrigued to see who else taps in. Obviously, I'm trying to think. Are there any other like glaring Soulja Boy flips recently? I think these are the biggest ones. But,
yeah, those are the biggest ones. At least the ones that he spoke about too.
Yeah.
The 41 one I liked. I didn't think that it would resonate with anyone outside of New York.
Yeah.
But I was like, the New York in me loves it.
When's the last time y'all listened to like a recent Soulja Boy feature or song?
Have y'all ever heard First Day of School?
I think so.
Oh yeah,
No.
I like that. I like that one. I listened to that like a few weeks ago.
No,
cool.
Donk always come on at the parties.
Yeah. That's timeless.
So I'm gonna hear that one at least.
I think the last time I heard a Soulja song or feature, he was on West Side Boogie's album in like 2022.
Really?
Which was he actually
Interesting.
Really?
He actually had a really good verse on the record too. I was
we gotta tap in.
Yeah, when I saw his name on it, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, why are you getting a Soulja Boy feature in 2022? But it was actually pretty damn. Was it him or Buddy? I think it was Boogie. I think it was West Side Boogie. But yeah, pretty good.
Y'all remember Zan with the Lean?
Yes.
Of course.
He'll sprinkle a hit every 5 years. Like something will just come out like, and he'll just. Yeah,
that's the thing about the internet.
I'm trying to think. Have him and Fetty Wap worked? I think that would make a lot of sense. I don't know why. It just their sounds. It would just make a lot of sense to me.
We need more A&Ring. Like we need more A&Ring. Nothing with numbers. Like you see how you said that would make sense. I could literally hear it, see it. I agree.
I'm not thinking about the clicks and the algorithm. I'm thinking about like musically what would make sense. Fetty and Soulja would work for me.
Yeah.
That would be dope.
Who else?
Soulja and Zeddy Will.
That would actually be crazy. Because that's like some like, internet,
fire.
Like young internet, older internet.
Two dancing ass niggas.
Two dancing ass niggas.
It make a lot of sense. I'd love to see that.
That would be tough, actually.
I'm trying to think who else in this current era. Not too many.
That might be the best one. I can't lie to you.
Yeah, because it's not like Soulja is much of like he's a visionary, yes, but like, can he help others?
Yeah, he was a visionary in that era, and the music has changed so much. Like there are people with his DNA, kind of like Zeddy Will, but it's few and far between. Like I don't know. I don't think it would mesh well with other people, which is fine because for the time it was, that shit was incredible to me. Like, so. Yeah.
But he's also probably capable of like giving us something different too.
For sure,
like the thing about the internet is that you will always get a momentum. It's never just one, and that's what I do love about it because it could be anybody. Anyone could have a Soulja Boy moment. Anyone could resurrect and
that's what's crazy about him too is because he's from Mississippi. Imagine
he is. I forgot.
Imagine being like that young in that era, and you just like making a song, and next thing you know, you like change your whole family's life out of Mississippi. Like that's some real.
That's why he act the way he do.
Facts, no, facts.
I ain't gonna lie. When I moved out at 19, and a lot of people couldn't tell me much.
Yeah.
So
imagine.
Nigga was born in Chicago, moved to Atlanta, then moved to Mississippi. Yeah, he had a very, very interesting life.
I forgot he's from Chicago.
Yeah,
that's why he be claiming that.
That's why he's so crazy.
Yo, he be in some shit too, because then he turned blood. Like, yo.
Yeah.
But it's just, I don't know. The question of if Soulja Boy is a legend.
I was thinking about that all morning.
I think, because we're the generation that's seen pre-internet legends and internet legends.
Yep.
And I seen Soulja Boy tweet, I did it all with just Wi-Fi and a dream, no shortcuts. But if you ask someone else, the Wi-Fi is the shortcut.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a bar.
So
that's crazy.
It's like how
And also, like, he did get signed, like, early. Like, yeah, you popped off on the internet, but would we see the same success if Collie Park didn't snatch you up?
They
and bring you
crafted that
to
nigga.
Interscope?
Facts. Like, they, like, really, like, yeah.
And it's, you know, it's funny. Like, you look back, like, I think if he popped in this era, people would probably call him a plant.
I was literally,
which is so funny.
Really did want to say it, but like you're 100%.
People would have called it a plant.
They would call him a plant
when it's really just like he built up, because I didn't even get into the original background. Like, he started on Newgrounds and SoundCloud, SoundClick, sorry, and then he moved over to YouTube and MySpace. Like, he grinded for a while before he, you know, Crank That took off, became this viral dance sensation, which back then was a big deal. Like, if we knew about viral shit on the internet,
you snapped, Armin, because they would definitely call him a plant.
Yeah, 100%,
they would be like,
100%.
he was this dancing nigga on TikTok doing this and that, talking about this Crank That. Now he just blew up. Like,
and then like if you were to see the video and see like Interscope Records, like,
they would have been. Oh my god,
he's a plant. Why is Bow Wow and Omarion in this video?
100%.
When in reality, we've talked about this so much. That's what you do when you have something. You strike when the iron's hot. You put people next to them so they get those cosigns and they get more attention. Like,
this is exactly what we talked about.
That's the smart thing to do.
And what's stopping them from doing that with artists today?
Well,
it's like no one's taking that internet kid and putting the machine behind them. It's like the Wild Wild West, and they're just there figuring it out on their own with no references, no guidance, no nothing.
That's why I respected it so much when I read like that they were like, all right, we're not putting the DeAndre way out. Put mixtapes out first, gain momentum back, because like that's development. Like Jermaine Dupri talks about it. If you ain't have a hit, you weren't putting your album out.
Now, you got shelved.
I think Nelly talked about it too. Like, if I didn't have a joint that was going, my album was not coming out. And nowadays, niggas put albums out cold. No single, no real momentum. Like, we're all cool people at labels. So like, and my boy just started working at a certain label, and so I'm seeing the background and like everything he goes through, and just how crazy it is, how much they have to do to try and get momentum for someone who the people don't care about, but like they're committed to their date, so they put the music out and it just doesn't resonate because people don't care. But these labels, they got to try to recoup any way they can, so they're gonna put music out cold, which is insane to me. Very insane.
That is so, like, you're not wrong. Putting music out cold.
A lot of people do it, man.
Yo, that's why
they think they Beyonce. Like, y'all not. Like,
and that's why I really respect Bryson. He knew he was cold and he did it on his own.
Grinded.
He reheated his nodules on his own, you know?
That's fire.
But that's what, back to the Chris Brown song, like, why would y'all choose that single to lead?
I think with him, it was showing him in a different light, because Obvious was very much so.
They tried to.
In his,
they
like,
tried.
That's in the Chris Brown wheelhouse. You'd expect a record like Obvious, which is really good. I've been listening to it a lot. Fallen is like, oh shit, Chris coming different. He might have some different shit on. Like, that's at least how I saw it.
That's how they wanted it to be seen. It just didn't land.
Things aren't received how you intend them to. It's a big lesson in music. Like, it set him up for some hate going into this album.
Yeah, so. I'm just like, damn, he needed like another privacy or something.
Honestly, he should have put a single out with Usher. Like, you got the tour coming, just put like. I'm sure Usher's on that album.
That's almost like that's like what you just said is like the thing where people like outsmart themselves. Like, let's do
make it make sense.
Let's do the other thing that the one with Leon. Like, what, nigga? No, let's do the song with Usher. We're going to tour with Usher.
Because it's like people hate when you're too safe, but they hate when you're too risky.
Let's do this. Yeah, facts.
You got to find the happy medium, and people just struggle.
When does that album come out?
This upcoming Friday.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's another thing too. It'd be like things just be coming out. Like,
I never
announce
know.
It and just like it just comes out.
Seriously,
like, I hate it. Like,
I love that Drake announced Iceman and gave us time.
It's like a proper like.
Certain things are not broken. It does not have to be fixed. Let's stick to the status quo.
And it's also like with Chris, I kind of get it, because like if he's a new act, then you should have a very engaged active rollout. Like him, even though he's old school, he comes from that era where you did roll stuff out. Like, the masses aren't running to his shit. So it's like you could put that extra effort in to galvanize the people, but at the end of the day, like, his number is going to be what his numbers are. He's a legacy act, so his back catalog is always going to kind of matter more than what he does new stuff wise. But I think with this tour, like y'all should be putting every effort into keeping him. Putting him in front of eyes, interviews. I haven't seen any interviews yet. Like, and I know Chris don't fuck with the media like that. Also,
and that's gonna break the internet. Absolutely. I think Nadeska was the last person he sat with, and I was present during his interview with Angie Martinez. I was an intern at that time. Yeah, he was so hyped.
So it's interesting. I do think this tour is gonna do a lot to repair his image.
Is it?
I think
because
so.
Usher is kind of like they're not rocking with him. Like,
yeah, his comments on Diddy.
The tricks are not working, and I don't know if anyone notices that.
Usher said like he'll never something about he's
being loyal to Diddy.
Yeah, essentially.
Oh, okay.
It was a specific comment that like made people mad. It was like
I think I saw.
And then going on tour with Chris.
He didn't see anything, and he's always gonna love Diddy. He's never gonna judge him or something like that. It's like you could feel that way. Don't say it, bro. Don't say it.
Usher knows that though. He's just showing loyalty. He's media trained. Yeah. He knows, but it's just it's not hitting. And I personally love Tank, but I don't know if the kids do. It's
no. Shit, even some people in our generation don't know who Tank is like that. Like,
yeah,
no, for sure.
So it's just like the internet is just so strange because then you have like one part dragging the vocals for the R&B. You have Soulja Boy at the same time celebrating 19 years, but people questioning his legend status. Because I don't even know if did you give an answer? Is he a legend? Is he a legend?
I think he's a legend. I think he's a legend. I think he, he's on that Mount Rushmore with like a Chief Keef or something like that. That people like look at.
That's a good.
They look at him like as a cultural, like especially our generation.
Crank That was a cultural reset.
Yeah,
I hate when people use that because they kind of overuse it. Like everything is not a cultural reset.
Everything,
but we're overdue for a cultural reset.
Soulja Boy popping the way he did and inspiring people to use the internet the way he did, actual cultural reset.
Like it was very like
So I think with the music and what he did and who came after him and kind of tried to follow that blueprint, I'll give him legend status. And I think for that era, like he couldn't miss for like 2-3 years. So yeah, or maybe what he did was legendary.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what
his legend status to me. It's hard to say. It's hard to commit to that. But what he did, legendary. Absolutely.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I like that better.
Yeah. So yeah, any final thoughts on Big Draco?
What he did was legendary.
Yeah, what he did was legendary.
Boom, there it is. So that is our career retrospective on Big Soulja. Let us know your favorite songs from that era. If you're still listening to him now, I'd have some follow-up questions for you.
Yeah, I was about to say if you
were, but all due respect to you, Draco. You might hear this. I don't want no smoke. But yeah, let us know your thoughts on Soulja Boy, his influence, what your favorite records were.